Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed individuals can change the world.
In fact, it is the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead.
And I'm joining from Nairobi in Kenya.
I'm 16 years old and I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria.
Joining from Lagos, Nigeria.
Hello. Hi, I'm Tariq. So it's nice to be here.
Today is the first workshop in the Talents for Good workshop series. And today's workshop is From Concern to Action, Transforming Social Issues into Actual Plans.
Luck should not determine whether I am married at age 13 or die at age 15 in childbirth.
Anything you'd like to add on from the videos we've watched, or if you have any disagreements or another perspective that you would like to bring up.
We are all in like a privileged life in some way or another. That's my takeaway, but let me get some other ones.
What I've noticed is from my perspective, the whole going around and raising funds issue is an ongoing way not to solve the problem.
Capitalism is something that's very common. So everybody's priority is how to make a profit of this, even though it's a supposed non-profit.
If you have the privilege and the ability and the talent to be able to do something, then there's nothing stopping you from taking action.
I feel like a lot of people are more comfortable talking about social issues online because it's not always safe to, speak out on certain issues in person. You just have to educate people, and it can be really tiring.
We think that posting something is the new activism. We don't actually go outside and do stuff anymore. And we don't really understand that social media is all temporary. It's all in the mind, but it's not actual physical action, which I really appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
The poverty rates are really high. So
there's lack of quality education. That's something that I'm really passionate about.
The recent inflation, the cost of living very high for the country. So living standards are not an all-time low. The reason why I think sometimes climate issues aren't really talked about enough in Nigeria, or even things like period poverty or other things like all the other issues that we face, gender-based violence, is because most people are looking at what directly affects them. The fact that they can't even go and buy enough food for them, they're not even having enough food. Nobody's going to think about the climate if they can't even afford food. We need to tackle the economic issue first and make sure that people are fed, that so when we come to them to empower them and teach them about things like this or attend workshops, they're actually willing to take change and actually impact our communities.
I'll read some points in the chat. Talk about urban planning. Nicole also mentioned about gender equality.
Because unfortunately, the culture of Japa and living is basically everybody that's good and wants to flourish in life goes to another side like West.
We joke about Japa, but it's a really sad reality. Because I know we have many issues to discuss about, and we could spend hours on this, but let's move on.
I don't know the House of Representatives for my local government areas. The political participation, especially amongst young people, should be encouraged.
Gen Zs are the ones who have been going to the streets and protesting against these things.
I think Amarati is doing amazing work because I've seen a bunch of things about her. A lot of young activists that live behind the scene work that do not get recognized.
The basis of the UN is their SDG goal to solutions that we can find for those problems, where we can actually make a very big impact. So find organizations that are already making this issue their priority.
For example, right now on my table here, my pen holder is this bottle that I cut in half and I reused. I keep pens, trinkets, jewelry. It's things that you can even create it and make it a hobby. You can recycle almost anything. That's one step in the right direction.
I think climate education is very important.
We're actually doing a lot more to help climate change.
Yeah, one thing that Preserve Our Roots is really focusing on right now, one of our main projects, is building a sustainability park.
And I'm just really proud of all of us. And we've had such insightful conversations. So thank you.
Yeah, we're over the time that we had planned. But this was just so amazing. Thank you guys so much. So, bye.